Hey guys, it's me, Diamond. Today we are going to find and see the mystery of the unknown compound. But first we're going to go and check in the Google. So it is actually a filmmaker, Liam G. blah blah blah, and examining the mystery of surrounding the deaths of 9 experienced Russian hikers in the Ural Mountains in 1959. So we're gonna see the trailer.
Facing increased media attention, the prosecutor's office launched a new investigation in 2018, and its recent conclusion backed the avalanche theory. The report stated that the hikers fled their tent at the first signs of an avalanche on Mount Holichakov.
What is this about actually? I'm kind of confused. Oh, he kind of like did it so before. So let's see it. Come on, just want to see it.
Sakharova has studied the document extensively and found a number of problems, starting with the tent. The experts' opinions at the time suggested that the tent was cut from the inside by the hikers.
I am so confused. So we can see they are literally going into some fog. Feels like actually it could, and we can look at this. It could be them too. So let me look more. So we're gonna check this out on YouTube. Now check my channel, and we just hit 11 subscribers. Thank you so much. Oh, just be down here. So down on this.
When you look at the wounds that were on the hikers, I'm just not buying the accidental thing.
Why? How come? Why would they die? I think all these theories are pretty weird.
In 1959, 9 Russian students were found frozen to death in the Ural Mountains in an event now known as the Dyatlov Pass incident. Found a mile from their tent without their winter clothes or boots, each one suffering inexplicable injuries. Despite the clues and evidence of violence, the official
Curious to know. It's water. So with my hoodies, and we just it's perfect. Oh,
cause of death was stated as hypothermia. This only fueled conspiracy theories from alien visitors to Russian Yetis. Just what were the hikers fleeing from?
произошел какой-то взрыв.
Maybe our government.
Every diary entry in every photo seems to hide a clue.
There were rumors that they just killed each other.
I don't believe that in any way could this be an accident.
With so many conflicting stories, I've come to Russia to ask the question, what is the true story of the Dyatlov Pass?
So that's basically a movie, and a true story. So we're just going to
Able to complete the journey as they were properly prepared.
So I feel like I already seen it actually. Not the camera.
In the winter months of 1959, a group of 9 young, experienced hikers began their journey into the Ural Mountains of Russia. This wasn't the first cold weather trip that these hikers had taken, but tragically, it would be their last. During the trip, the hikers encountered something in the supposedly desolate region that led to the deaths of the entire group. What exactly happened that night is still unknown, but the incident has since become one of the world's greatest mysteries, with the details and evidence being some of the most shocking that I've ever investigated.
So guys, I'm recording and I need lunch, so I'll be back. Come on.
On their bodies, but an explanation as to how it got there has never been offered. Looking at these deaths as a whole, no part of the situation seems to make any sense. From the ripping open of the tent, to the single file walk down the mountain, to the horrific injuries, and finally the radiation, everything just seems out of whack, which is why this case has become one of the most mysterious of all time. And due to its popularity and widespread appeal, thousands of theories have been put forth as to what may have caused all of this. Here are some of the more popular ones. One of the earliest theories to come out of this event was the idea that the local Mansi tribe had killed the hikers. As I mentioned earlier, a storm had caused the hikers to wander off course and end up on what is now known as Death Mountain. The mountain was home to the Mansi people, and it was theorized that they attacked the hikers when they ventured onto their land. One piece of evidence to support this was the fact that a Mansi chum was found just a few hundred meters away from the campsite. Supposedly, a chum was a symbolic structure that was created at the time of a sacrifice. Could the Mansi people have sacrificed the hikers or killed them for stepping onto their land? It could be somewhat possible. And taking a look at the pictures that the Dyatlov group had taken prior to their death, it is clear that they were stepping on the land of the secluded tribe. The tribe isn't always welcoming to visitors, so perhaps this led to a conflict. What could also support this theory was the fact that the Mansi people knew this land better than anyone else in the world. Perhaps they could have covered up their tracks and staged the murders in such a strange way that they knew it would never be solved. Now, this theory is so intriguing to me because it would answer why the hikers fled their tents so quickly. Perhaps they realized they were about to be attacked and they tried to escape from the tribe. Also, it would explain why they walked single file down the hill, because maybe they were being led there and told to do so. Ultimately, the theory for the Mansi people having killed the hikers sounds somewhat believable. But at the end of the day, if you really dig into it, it doesn't make enough sense. How would this explain the injuries suffered by the hikers? The coroner clearly said that a few of these injuries could not have been caused by a human, so that alone makes this theory very unlikely. Plus, the idea of them covering up every single one of their footprints seems far-fetched. Finally, The chum that was found in the area of the hikers' disappearances was likely for the sacrifice of a moose, which they would have then used for food. This seems to be confirmed by the moose antlers on top of the structure, and it's now been practically debunked that the Mansi people ever even performed human sacrifices. As time has gone on, it has become somewhat clear that the Mansi people were used as an early cop-out as to what happened to these people. But years later, the theory has since been debunked, leading us to look for answers elsewhere. Our second theory is an explanation as to why the hikers fled their tents so quickly. For them to practically destroy their main piece of shelter, they had to have been certain that their lives were in danger, and they had to think that this danger was approaching so quickly that they had to leave without proper provisions. Because of this, and the location of the tent, many now believe that an avalanche had caused the hikers to flee that day. Though this specific area is not known for having frequent avalanches, they were camped at the base of a mountain, meaning that they could have been in a direct path of an incoming avalanche. This theory would explain why the hikers cut their tent open in such a hurry and left the safety of their shelter with only light clothing on.